this is an activity to demonstrate your understanding of the Earth system and how it's being affected by climate change. We're going to have you create a concept map to do it. And this is a really neat tool for looking at how different objects and different processes are linked to one another. So as an example, I'll use Goldilocks and the three bears. So the way you want to start is by taking the various concepts in your subject and just writing them in a list off to the side. The three bears, their house, porridge, and Goldilocks. Then you can take those key concepts and you can spread them out on the page in front of you. The house, the porridge, now you can start drawing arrows that show the relationships between them. So in this story, the three bears leave the house for a walk. And they leave behind 3 bowls of porridge to sit in the house and lay cooling. And of course, this is when Goldilocks enters, breaks and enters. And of course, what does she do? She tries all 3 bowls and eats the babies. Not to mention that she tries all their chairs, breaks the babies, and tries all of their beds before sleeping in the babies. All in a house of bears she's never met. So you can see when you're looking at this, it's kind of a neat way to make associations between different objects. And when you draw something like a concept map, you might actually make some connections that you otherwise wouldn't. For instance, if the porridge was just cooler, the bears probably wouldn't have gone for a walk. And when Goldilocks came in, she would have met them immediately. And maybe a chair wouldn't have been broken. Or maybe more than just the chair would have been broken. So it's kind of a neat chance to look at a more complicated system in a pictorial way. It's particularly good for climate change science because the Earth system is everything from the atmosphere all the way down to the lithosphere and the whole living world in between. And so when you're starting to look at relationships between those parts, it's really nice to do it in a pictorial fashion to start breaking down the complexity. When you complete a concept map, it's also a great snapshot of your understanding of the subject, in this case, how well I understand the children's story. So for your assignment, we'd like you to take your list of items, spread them out on a page, and begin drawing connections between them and do as many as you can. And we'd like you to take at least a half hour, not more than 40 minutes. And when you're done with your map, take a digital photo of it, and then you can post it to our assignment category on the Arctic and Earth Science Google Plus community page. And if you'd like to, and you want to try and draw it using a computer program, take a look at our tutorial. We have a link for doing a concept map using Google Drawing.